Hi. Well, my last video I had a sound problem. I turned off the sound on Hypercam. So this one we're going to try to fix that problem. First off, we're going to do TI Basic here. Here's the program right here. This I got off the site, uh, Atari Age. So we're just going to paste this into here. That's the program. So anyways, there's one. This is TI Basic, as you can see. This is TI Extended Basic. And we're going to paste this same command in there. Move that down here. That's TI Basic, TI Extended Basic. This is RXB 2012. Whoops, got a problem here. 2012. There it is. And this is 2014 that I'm working on. It has quite a few things that I've worked on. Essentially what we're going to do is, it's got a different startup screen. I took away the menu. You hit the space bar, it jumps out or it goes through. The character sets are different, and I've done some modifications. Anyways, this is the same routine. But what we're testing here is the RAND. So we're going to start off with TI Basic to do the program. This is all it does. And you can see how fast it rotates along doing its thing. Now this is TI Extended Basic. Much slower. You can just see how fast it takes, how long it takes to move across right here. Now see, the TI Basic is pretty slow moving across here, but the TI Extended Basic is not much better. The thing is, though, the TI Basic is doing the RANDs much quicker, which is why it's faster. So let's go to RXB 2012. And it's about the same speed as, matter of fact, it's almost exactly the same speed as Classic 99 in Extended Basic. This is Extended Basic and RXB. So they're basically about the same speed. And the TI Basic is slightly faster because of the RAND. Now let's go to RXB 2014. Now, if you time these, you're going to see that the TI Extended Basic and TI RXB 2012 are both slower than TI Basic. But because the way TI Extended Basic is written versus TI Basic, the RXB 2014 outruns the TI Basic now. And the RAND routines are basically the same RAND routine. It's using the same RAND. Because the TI Basic RAND routine sucks. I mean, it does all kinds of stuff that it shouldn't be doing. I don't know what their purpose was. I think they were trying to become much more random than it really was. But the cost of what they did versus the return was way out of proportion. TI Basic did a much better job of getting you a return that worked fast versus TI Extended Basic or RXB, which uses the same routine to do it. You can see the major differences in how fast the screen rotates up each time. Because if you look at it, you can see that the TI Basic locks up because it has to do a garbage collection all the time. And Extended Basic doesn't have to do a garbage collection all the time, which is the reason why RXB 2014 is outrunning the Basic so quickly. It's kind of funny how it works. Anyway, so the timing mechanisms aside, let's do this. I've got a couple of things that I've worked on here. Let's do this one. Normal save on a basic program is, like we have a program here. So we're going to save that program, and normally you would do disk 1, and we're going to say like rn test, right? That's what we're going to do. Well, RXB now has a new feature called IV254. So if you put a comma in 254, now you can convert over to program image. Now, the interesting thing about this is that IV254 will only save programs that are above 3K into IV254 format. So in order to make an IV254 format program, I would have to add all kinds of lines to it to kick it up so it'll turn it into an IV254. An example is like, I go to TI directory here. Let's just take a program. Well, I don't have any at the moment, so I'm screwed. Let's just do this. Let's just say that I'll just tell you that I've showed you this before. It does work. It does turn into IV254. It does work. There's no problem. Oh, wait a minute. Call cat on 9. I think I have extended basic program there, don't I? Yeah, there's one. Old disk 9 load. Save disk 1 load IV254. There we go. It does work. See? So now it saves in 254 format, or it saves in program format. You can take your pick. Normal save works the way it normally does. If you tell it IV254, it'll try to select IV254 unless the program is too small. If it's too small, it refuses and just leaves it as a program format. So it's a smart saver. It's great for converting programs over to 254. It makes it easier to catalog your library. I've already showed you the RAND. The character sets, I guess I can do that. Let's go with 4A equals 0 to 143 print character ship dollars. Whoops. And next A. So this is the new character set. It's not quite what everybody had requested, but it looks great to me. I do like it. I don't like the descenders because then I have to raise the main characters, because then you end up with two different level of lines for the A's and the A. Like the lower class A doesn't line up with this one anymore. They set up higher. And if I raise these up, the problem with raising these up is that I have to cut back the size of the characters so they don't look right. So this is what pleased me. Sorry guys, it's the best I could do. That's what I like. And I try to compromise as much as I could. Other things that I've added. Oh God, there's a bunch of other stuff that I've changed. I can't think at the moment what else there is. I'm working on a run right now, so what I'm working on now is this. Normally you have a run command and you go like your string, which is like disk1 load. That's a normal load. Okay, so I want to get rid of that. I want to go A shift $sign. Now, of course, it's syntax error right now because I haven't finished it yet. But it's going to go run a $sign or run line number. It'll figure out what you want. That's how I like to write programs. I like to write programs for figuring out what to do automatically. You don't have to do anything. So that's one of the other things I was working on for RxB 2014. So I just wanted to show you some of the work that I'm doing. If you guys have any ideas on how I can test the RAND function to make sure the RAND function is working properly, it'd really be great if you could send me something or post something that I could work with to test the RAND function for. Because at the moment, I don't see any difference. I've been running extended basic programs, and yes, the random numbers don't operate exactly the same way as a normal extended basic, but I don't see that as a bad thing. I guess you could say that you're expecting a particular number sequence to come up. By the way, you don't need randomize with the new RAND. The new RAND does it for you automatically. It always randomizes on its own. That's kind of cool in a way, if you ask me, because the randomized seed was only for particular kinds of programs, and you could still use that. The thing is, though, the randomized seed still works. It just works a little bit. The sequence will be just a little bit different. So if anybody has any ideas on how I can program it to check the randomized seed, that would be really great if somebody could send me something to do that. I can't think of anything else to post at the moment, so that's it for now. We'll talk to you later. If you got any ideas, let me know.